Welcome to the online version of MOTS Client Entry Training. The purpose of this series of videos is to provide an overview of the Measures and Outcomes Tracking System known as MOTS and to show how it is used. Health Systems Division, formerly the Addictions and Mental Health Division of the Oregon Health Authority, requires MOTS data for clients admitted to a behavioral health treatment program if the client receives services paid for with any public funds and the facility is licensed, certified, or approved to provide behavioral health services, or the facility's staff are licensed, certified, or approved. Public funds include the Oregon Health Plan, Medicaid, federal grants, state grants, county funds, etc. MOTS data is also required for clients who receive DUII services regardless of the funding source, and clients who receive synthetic opiate treatment regardless of the funding source. MOTS can accept data via two submission methods, client entry and electronic data interchange, or EDI. This series of videos covers the client entry method. EDI allows agencies to submit data directly from their electronic health record system. Email the MOTS support team for more information about the EDI method. MOTS Client Entry is a web-based tool. It can be accessed anytime using a secure internet connection, and it can be used as a behavioral health record system. MOTS accepts four types of data: status data, which is also referred to as a behavioral health treatment episode, non-Medicaid service data, mental health crisis events, and involuntary service events. Each of these types of data is explained in detail in its respective training video. Health Systems Division is committed to ensuring the security of MOTS data. We adhere to guidelines established by HIPAA and 42 CFR Part 2, as well as Oregon Administrative Rules and Oregon Revised Statutes. Each individual who needs access to MOTS must have unique login information. MOTS accounts must be used only by the assigned individual. Shared agency or facility accounts are not permitted. MOTS users are responsible for any actions performed in the system under their assigned user IDs. The agency system administrator should submit a request to the MOTS support team when staff members who need access to MOTS are identified. Instructions and the required Form 786 will be provided to the agency system administrator for each staff person needing access. Please choose a strong password and do not use personal information to construct it. Passwords require a minimum of 10 characters, at least one capital letter, at least one lowercase letter, at least one number, and at least one special character other than the plus and minus symbols. Past passwords cannot be reused. Passwords should be kept safe, not on a post-it note next to the computer screen, hidden under the keyboard, or anywhere else others could find it. Passwords should never be shared with others. Passwords must be changed immediately if they are or may have been compromised. Log into MOTS frequently. Accounts are automatically disabled after 60 days of inactivity. The process for reinstating disabled user accounts can require 5 to 10 business days to complete. Simply logging into MOTS resets that 60-day timer, so setting a reminder to log in at least once every 30 days can save a great deal of hassle. Passwords expire every 60 days. Passwords can be changed at this address. 3 consecutive unsuccessful attempts to access MOTS will result in a locked account, which can be unlocked by the DHS-OHA service desk. Agency system administrators must remove MOTS access from staff who no longer need it for any reason, including termination of employment. Organizations required to submit data to MOTS as described earlier are expected to adhere to 3 basic timelines. New clients should be submitted within 7 days of assessment or admission to a treatment program. Mental health crises and involuntary service events should also be submitted within 7 days of the event. Rather than capturing a snapshot of the client's situation at the time of admission and again at the time of discharge, MOTS allows for the submission of status updates, creating a kind of timeline that shows his or her progress during treatment. For example, if a client is homeless and unemployed at the time of admission, and during treatment he or she obtains a part-time job and enters clean and sober housing, those 2 data elements should be updated in MOTS. While such updates are only required every 90 days, submitting them more frequently, such as every 30 days or every week, or at the time a change occurs, ensures more accurate data. Non-Medicaid service data should be submitted monthly, such as submitting the previous month's service data near the beginning of the current month. MOTS is connected to two databases, training and production. The training database can be used to practice entering data. Real client information should never be entered in training. To obtain a username and password for the training database, send a request to MOTS support. In contrast, test or practice data must never be entered in the production database because fake clients entered there will be considered real. Both databases are updated regularly to correct errors or to improve functionality. Several resources are available on the MOTS website that provide additional information or instructions, such as the MOTS Reference Manual, a user guide, tip sheets, and recordings of MOTS webinars. The MOTS support team is available to answer any questions not addressed by these resources. MOTS tip sheets are useful tools. One lists every data element that MOTS collects, and it can be used as a reference for creating a custom intake form. Other tip sheets cover specific types of services. One final note about using MOTS: it does not play well with all browsers. Mozilla Firefox and Internet Explorer 10 or higher are supported. In other browsers, such as Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge, MOTS may work correctly, or it may fail to submit data accurately or at all. This concludes the MOTS overview.